EA Sports College Football will make its return in 2024, and according to ESPN's Michael Rothstein, real players will appear in the game. That's all thanks to NIL. So, of course, that got us thinking, which players in the 2024 class would we like to play with in the game? And joining us now to give us his picks is 24/7 Sports National Recruiting Analyst Chris Singletary. Chris, will start on offense with the new #1 running back in the country, Taylor Tatum. Why is he one of your picks? What makes him so special?
Well, even though I'm older than most of these guys that I work with, I did play the game in terms of college football back when it was called Bill Walsh. They probably don't even remember that. But on the game, you have to have a home run hitting running back. And that's what I see in Taylor Tatum. A guy that not only can run between the tackles, but can get to the corner, sub 22 in the 200 meters. And so you got to have that home run hitter, that game changer. And that's what I like about his ability. I also like his vision. Then you couple that with also him being a high-level track athlete and a baseball player. So now you have a guy that's a tremendous overall athlete. So that's what I really love about Taylor Tatum. I really would love to play with him on the game. I think he would be a game changer. Also has the ability to catch the football out of the backfield. And something that I'm sure if I played a guy like Blair, he wouldn't cover the back. He wouldn't know to cover him out of the backfield. So I would hit him with a few dump downs and let Taylor Tatum take it to the house.
Uh-oh. Okay, I need Blair's answer to that. But first, obviously, Blair, quarterback, the most fun position to control in any game. You are going with Ole Miss commit Damon Williams. Why do you think he'd be a fun one?
Well, he's outside the top 10 in the quarterback rankings in this 2024 class, but he's got all the traits and all the ratings that make quarterback an entertaining and a fun position to control in the NCAA game. You know, you look at the controller here, he would wear this out, right? He would wear out the left joystick with the way he moves. He's got a ton of wiggle. I love his acceleration. I love his speed. I love his elusiveness. And there are two reasons why you play this game, right? It's to entertain yourself and to win, right? You want to compete against the Chris Singletaries and beat them. And this player loves to compete. He went out to the state of California last year, beat Malachi Nelson, the 5-star quarterback that was headed to USC. In state, he won a state championship and beat Dylan Raiola twice on the field last year as Basha beat Chandler. So yeah, this controller here, Damon Williams, this wiggle, this left joystick, he would wear it out. I'd probably need 2 or 3 of these next year when he's in the game. He's a fun guy to play with. When you're beating Singletary too.
Okay, we know four verts.
You can't be picking sides now. You got to be impartial.
I am Switzerland. I'm just here to cause some chaos, okay? 4 verts, guys. That's a go-to play for any gamer. Perfect for the next offensive player on your list, Chris. That's Ohio State commit Jeremiah Smith. How much fun would it be to use him?
Oh, it'd be a cheat code. You put him on the outside, you put him in the slot. I'm going to line up 3 receivers to one side, put him by himself so the safety on the video game can't play over the top, and then we're just going to go to work. We're going to do a lot of jump balls. We're going to do a lot of mossing. When you talk about this young man, you're talking about a high-level track athlete, just won 2 state championships a couple weeks ago running track. When you see him in person, you have to understand the appreciation you will have for his size, his catch radius, his wingspan, and he's still growing. I hate to say this because I don't want people to really take it that far, but every time I see him in the 7-on setting in person, I just keep getting pictures of Julio Jones in my mind. That's how big he is, and he's still scratching the surface. And so when you're playing with a guy like on the video game, it doesn't matter who your quarterback is. You throw jump balls, you throw slants, you throw comebacks, and then you just formation teams to death. See, you got a guy like this, it doesn't matter how the play is called. He's going to make you right.
All right, let's go to the defense. And one of the most fun plays in the old NCAA football games, Engage 8, which personally I think sounds like a madman play, but to each their own. Blair, Sammy Brown is your pick, the top linebacker in the country. Why do you think he'd be a popular player in the new game?
Well, first of all, I'd be able to counter Taylor Tatum and whatever Chris Singletary is trying to do. Chris, you're not going to be able to run between the tackles when I have Sammy Brown. And the other side, which is the hit stick right here, I'm going to lay the wood on him. He's got the physicality. He's got the tenacity to be able to clean up inside the box. And then he's over here chopping down trees with his father, so you know he's got awareness. That rating's going to be off the charts. Sammy Brown will control the box. He'll be my top defensive prospect. I won't control anyone up front. I'll let the big guys do their thing in the trenches, but then I'll be able to roam free with Sammy Brown, chase down Taylor Tatum, go and cover the slot when I have to. That he will be a ton of fun to play with in that 2024 edition of the game.
We have a very competitive group here. You guys both know we have the ping pong tables here. We're supposedly getting a PlayStation or whatever. When it arrives, both of you need to come and face off here, okay? Chris, your defense. Yep. Your defensive pick is Elijah Rushing, the top edge in the 2024 class. He's 6'6" with speed off the edge. What makes him another popular choice?
Pressure in the pocket, shutting down the run game. It doesn't matter if you put him at left end, right end, if you put him at the 3 technique, he can do it all. Again, at 6'6", 250 pounds, over an 80-inch wingspan, and the ability to run the hoop to bend. So now you got a guy to keep Damon Williams in the pocket and flushing to one side. Then if you want to run the ball, you can put him in the middle and he can shut it down from there. He is one of the few guys, again, and Blair said that he wouldn't ever play with a guy in the interior. He's one of the guys that you play with on the D-line because you always want to move him around and never let the offense know where he's going to align because he's such a valuable player in terms of his playmaking ability. And he's just scratching the surface from a standpoint of physical maturity.
By the way, Rushing just scheduled his first official visit to UCLA this weekend, so that's something to keep an eye on. All right, before we let Chris go, we all know he played college ball in the 90s at Michigan. NIL wasn't around yet, but if it was, we could have seen your name, Chris, in EA Sports College Football. So Blair, let's go back in time. How much would you have just loved to play as linebacker Chris Singletary?
I think it'd be a ton of fun, right? I probably need a little bit more speed in the rating department, right, to get him out into space and do some things. But he'd be a lot of fun. And Chris, I think that's going to be one of the first things I do when this game comes out next summer is I'm going to create every one of our team members over at 24/7 Sports, put them out into different teams and see who kind of stacks up the best. And I think you, my friend, will probably have the best statistical output of anyone.
I hope so. I appreciate the compliment. And I would just love to see not only how our guys transcend and play, but what teams they would actually choose to want to be a part of.
All right, well, there we go. Nice job, Blair. We're all friends again. Thanks, Chris, for joining us. And for all the best college football and recruiting news and insights, purchase an annual VIP membership with 24/7 Sports. You can use the QR code on your screen. It'll take you straight to our website where you can sign up. You'll also get access to Paramount Plus.